Hello and welcome to my channel, Being You Now. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm doing a reading today for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, you're always welcome. This is an open, safe space and very welcoming. So thank you for being here. Thank you very much for all your likes, subscribes, comments, shares, and donations. They mean an absolute world to me and help me to keep going with this channel. So today I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread. As I said in my reading yesterday, that we do have a lunar eclipse coming up later this week. So I was guided to do a Celtic cross to see what energies might be coming and surrounding you at this moment in time. And how can you best move past these challenges that you might be facing or coming across. Now, energies are fluid, so be mindful, take what resonates and leave the rest if it doesn't. And I do these readings daily, so there's plenty of other readings that you can go and check out on my channel. I also do one card pulls in the short section of my channel. Alrighty, so I'm just going to pull out the cards. I was about to do this reading in a different way and Spirit said stop. So we had to stop. Let's see. This is why I love this work, because I never know what Spirit is just need. Oh, I need only one more card. So just going to take it. Can't have half the deck falling off. There you go, one card. Perfect. Alrighty, so let's see what is happening for you, Aries. So this is the heart of the matter. So this is where you are at right now. So some of you at the moment are feeling really charged up, really excited, really motivated, really enthusiastic to charge forward with life, in love, in business, in career, in money, whatever your individual circumstance is right now. You're feeling excited. You're ready to take on life with both hands. You know, you've got the fire energy, that swiftness, that quickness, that motivation. I'm really feeling it. I'm actually loving this because I'm getting into the whole vibe as I'm talking through the card. So challenge block. So some of you might be what is the challenge right now is the past. So something in the past, whether it's a past connection, experience, relationship, could be a job or a way things used to be. Perhaps an industry you used to work for, or a type of jobs you used to do. Say, for example, you used to work for companies before, now you're an entrepreneur and you're wondering about the good old days where you worked with a team, and you might be feeling like, oh, I work for myself, I enjoy that, but I miss the team can't say that word. You know, being with a team, working with a team, going for team lunches. Could be that you miss the industry type conversation you used to have. You're in totally different line of business now. For some of you, this could be love, in terms of you still thinking, oh, you know, that 5 of Cups energy, the loss, that why did that happen? You know, things were going so well until they weren't. For some of you, this could also be, I'm getting this strong energy about parents, that, you know, could be loss of parent, could be strained relationship with a parent. But this, you know, because 6 of Cups is usually a card of nostalgia, but in this position, it's about revisiting the past, something from the past that's holding you back. So we will keep going through the reading, but I'm really getting this. What Spirit is saying is that forgiveness and accept the choices and decisions you've made and move forward. Things are, I just want to say this, things are in the past for a reason, and I don't say it lightly. Trust me, my own life is not all magnificent and always perfect. There's always things, and if you knew my personal life story, I am thinking of opening or starting another channel, which is all to do with mindset and how I've shifted my life around. Let me know in comments if that's something that you'd be interested in. because I am getting guided that I want to start another channel about how I turned my life around from homelessness and all the other things, no money, and yeah, being on the streets to turning it completely around. So, anyway, that was a slight digression, but I think quite relevant, right? Why do we come to tarot? We come to tarot for guidance, for inspiration, for empowerment, to feel motivated and empowered to do what it is that is being guided based on our individual circumstances, right? So your conscious goal at the moment is you want to have options. Now, the conscious goal of options is great. However, just be mindful that you do want the option, so it's an illusion of having options because not all options are good for you. So just be mindful of that. We like to have options, but having too many options, particularly not the right ones, is not really what we want either. So that's where you want, at the moment, you want options. You want options in life. You want options in love. You want options in making money or career. You want options in career or job if you're looking for one, right? But yeah, maybe not all those options are relevant. So would having many options change anything, or would you rather just have the right options? This is very specific. Here we are, unknown influence. So unknown influence is, at the moment, you are seen as embodying the Empress energy, and you want to embody the Empress energy. Now, male or female, we're talking energy here. So Empress, now the Empress, she's the queen of the queens. She is abundant, she is lush, she is this is birth, fertility. This is like, the harvest is ripe. I mean, she's got everything. Luxury. So for some of you, I feel like perhaps you are wanting some of these things. And it's about how can you start incorporating or embodying that or surrounding yourself. Sometimes it's about changing your environment, and I'll just share this very quickly. We had Anzac Day here in Australia, which is about people going off in the war, and now we've got our freedom, right? So anyway, I'm not going to talk about too much about it, but it was a nice sunny day, and I took myself for lunch, and I felt $1,000,000. I literally felt like $1,000,000. It was just so wonderful to sit in the sunshine. And I had a very simple meal. I just had a bowl of pasta, and I was sitting there, and it just reminded me and took me to Italy. It reminded me of being in Italy, having a bowl of pasta in the sunshine under the umbrellas. And it just took me there, although I'm here in Australia. So, and it's very cold. As you can see, I'm wearing my jumper. But it just was one of those days where the sun was bright and shining and warm, and I was in my sundress, and I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm in Europe. And I felt so much, I just had this energy, right? All right. So moving on, past influence. So a lot of you in the past have felt stuck. As I said, with the Six of Cups energy, could be past lover, job, situation, career, or even new business, whether to start this business or that business. Should I, shouldn't I? What will be the unknown, and closing yourself off. So this is you approaching, oh my goodness. So if you are in business, or if you have anything to do with social media, online, this is really, really amazing, because your approaching influence is the Eight of Wands. So if you're in any sort of spotlight online, have a channel, this is an amazing time for you, Aries. The other thing I want to say is Eight of Wands, fast, quick movement. With the Knight of Wands energy, which is your energy right now, Aries, the combination of the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Wands, it's like a match made in heaven. So this is getting results quickly, fast, swift movement. I love this energy for you, Aries. And I love this energy for me, because I do have a social media and YouTube presence and online presence in my coaching world as well. Now, so inner resource or talent. So a lot of you are feeling hurt. So your inner resource, this being in the position that it's in, this to me is talking about lessons. What are the lessons that you've learned? Spirit is asking you to not focus on the loss, but what lessons have you learned from it so you can move forward, because your current block is the Six of Cups. Your current challenge is the Six of Cups. And in the challenge position, that just means that you are stuck in the past. So to move from the past, you need to focus on the lessons and the learnings, Aries. How do others see you? I love this. The Queen of Cups. So others see you very balanced, very mature and calm, someone who's very kind, someone who is very reasonable. So not reasonable in a downplayed sense, reasonable in the sense that, you're not just going to cut anyone off. You are going to hear their side of the story. So you will give them a chance, not lowering your standards of power, but you'll hear their side of the story. So this is a very balanced, calm, kind, energy, loving, nurturing energy that people see you as right now, which is very good during the Mercury retrograde. And so this the Page of Pentacles is in your hopes and or fears. So a lot of you are focusing on finances, and I did mention that, right? So I feel like your focus right now is, how do you keep building your pentacles? How do you have a secure, stable future for yourself and your loved ones, which is beautiful and amazing. And remember, we are in Taurus season. Taurus is all about structure, stability, security, home, house, land, assets. It's all to do with money. It's an earth sign, right? So this to me makes perfect sense. So even if it's not in the context of money or a job, you could be thinking from a perspective of a house or family or long-term commitment with, a partner or a loved one or a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever your case might be. This is about building something long-term is how I see. And you are wondering and asking, how is this going to be possible for you? So let's see what's in the outcome. I'm loving this reading. Okay, so in the outcome position, Seven of Pentacles is actually a great outcome. Why? Because it's not about rushing. And with the Mercury retrograde, I can see why Seven of Pentacles has appeared. Because in Mercury retrograde, you will think that you're making a lot of movement, but sometimes you might feel like you're taking steps backwards, and sometimes it's not within your control. And I mentioned that yesterday in yesterday's reading, that in this Mercury retrograde, I have, we have so many Mercury retrogrades, right? And this Mercury retrograde, I cannot tell you how many times I've had to re-record the readings. And it's just been a technological nightmare. Something is wrong with the sound or the video. I think it's recording, it's not recording. Then I have to re-record it. There has been all sorts, uploading issues galore, and so this is where we have to have some patience. And I know we are Aries. Patience is not in our vocabulary. It's probably the opposite of patience, that, we want things like the Eight of Wands now, Knight of Wands now, yesterday, more like yesterday or 2 weeks ago, a few months ago, right? But what Spirit is saying is slow and steady wins the race. And in this context as well, particularly if you want to build something long-term, and something that lasts, then you want it to be something that's growing over time. It's the same with relationships as well, right? You're not going to meet someone today and get married tomorrow. You're going to get to know them. You're going to, learn more about them, their values, and whether they are a match for you longer term. So, so with this here in the outcome, it's what Spirit is saying is that you want something that lasts the distance. Quick is not necessarily always good. And that's what Spirit is saying at the moment. So, if you're trying to get rich quick, how we already know those, get rich quick schemes, as well as, oh, take this pill and you'll lose all this weight. And, I'm not saying those things don't work. If you believe it works, and if it has worked for you, different story. But we know, we've also heard on the flip side how many people win the lottery and they've lost it very quickly, or they've lost the weight and they've gained back everything and more, So Spirit is saying, be patient, focus on what's important to you, and learn the lessons from the past so that you can build a solid, lasting future. So thank you so much, Aries, for joining me. Please do hit the like, subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell, because I do these readings daily. And so you get notified when the next one is available. And check out the communities tab. I'm doing more polls, putting some cool stuff in there as well to learn about what's coming up for you. And it also helps me to tap in with your energy and provide you more value through my channel. If you'd like a personal reading of any sort, please email. And I wish you a fantastic day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you next time.